4 goals, almost keeping a clean sheet. Liverpool are back, so I hope. Welcome to another Doghouse review. Can you believe it? Liverpool have managed to score 4 goals and win a game. Absolutely thrilled with the game. Thrilled with the ability of our forward players and midfield players to come up with goals when we need them. And yeah, just happy to be moving forward into the 4th round of the FA Cup. Let's break it down. The first half, we saw Barnsley coming out all guns blazing. I mean, we could have easily been 1-0 down within the first minute of the game. What an absolute belter of a header from Dunn. And I'm just glad that the post was in the way to prevent that goal from happening. 6 minutes on, and we have Dominic Szoboszlai coming up with an absolute screamer of a shot. Now, take nothing away from Barnsley. They played consistently. They pressed every opportunity they got to get up the pitch and take on Liverpool. They did. And they almost made us pay for it. A few minutes later, we have Jeremy Frimpong cutting in from the right and getting into the box and unleashing an absolute belter of a shot, resulting in a goal. Liverpool 2-0 up. We are in control. We are taking this game and we are literally walking away with everything intact. Oh, wait. One slip up. Dominic Szoboszlai, who is having an absolute stunning first half. One mistake where he tries something, I don't know what he was thinking, but tries a back heel to Mamardashvili, and Phillips is right there to snap it up, and boom, Barnsley are back in the game. 2-1 as the half ends. We start the second half and Liverpool are looking a lot more congruent. They are pressing better. They look like Liverpool of last season, lose the ball, get it back quickly, return on the press, and off we go, trying to get that third goal, right? And then absolute brilliance. A link up between two of our new signings, Ekitike and Wirtz, resulting in Wirtz getting his first goal of the FA Cup and his second goal out of 27 games, starting to show his worth, starting to show why we signed him. Still, Barnsley are not out. They are still trying to claw their way back into this tie and make something of it. They want to get into the next round of the FA Cup and they continue to absorb the pressure as much as they can. And when they are given an opportunity, they are finding the outlets through Cleary. Now, Cleary has exceptional pace. He is absolutely blistering down their left wing. And every opportunity he gets to put a cross into the box, he does. It just so happens that there either isn't a Barnsley player in the vicinity or there is a Liverpool defender that's there standing up and protecting Mamardashvili. As well as Mamardashvili making a save or two here and there, right? But a few minutes later on, and we see Dominic Szoboszlai put a ball through into Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is free on goal, and what does he do? Passes to Ekitike, and Ekitike taps in for our fourth. Liverpool end the half with 4 goals, and Barnsley ends with only 1. Now there are a few talking points that I want to discuss, and firstly, I want to say that defensively we look shoddy, and yes, the scoreline reflects something different, but defensively we looked extremely open. Barnsley were able to knit through passes so quickly and literally walk through our midfield and through our defense. And it just goes to show that we, yes, we are able to execute at the top end of the pitch, but when it comes to our defense, we still have those massive loopholes. Now, let's get into the dog box and the top dogs for our game against Barnsley in the FA Cup. Uh, in terms of our top dogs, for Barnsley, I'm going to give it to Cleary and Phillips, as well as Dunn, right? These are three players that were really explosive and expansive in the way that they played for Barnsley. Every opportunity that they got to take the fight to Liverpool, they did, and they didn't back down from the challenge. They made sure that they stood up and were accounted for, and when the opportunities presented themselves, they took it. For Liverpool, I'm giving top dogs position to Doms, Wirtz, and Ekitike. And I also want to include Frimpong in there as well, right? Frimpong starting the game off as our right back, he was explosive, he was dynamic, he had opportunities to go one on one against the defenders, and he did. Always ever ready to put a cross into the box, and I think that is where Liverpool's strength is going to be going forward. For Florian Wirtz and Ekitike, their link up play is something that we cannot look past. They are starting to develop a relationship and they're starting to understand one another, know where one another is going to be, and that is also going to help Liverpool when it comes to those low blocks, right? Where we're sitting in and we need just a quick pass, a 1-2 around a defender, and boom, we are through on goal. And then lastly, Dominic Soboslai. I mean, I'd like to give him the title of captain yesterday, but I honestly believe that in terms of a player that carries Liverpool and does everything in his power to drive Liverpool forward, Dominic Soboslai is definitely our man, right? His goal scoring, his relentless running, his pressing, everything that he needs to do in the middle of the park, he does and does well. And when he is required to play in different roles, he steps up to the challenge. So, who do we have in the dog box? And I'm going to give dog box position uh, to just two players, right? And the two players that I'm going to give dog box position to are Mackers, McAllister, as well as Joe Gomez, right? And you can come for me in the comments. It's cool. I will accept everything that you have to say. I feel that Joe Gomez deserves to be in the dog box, right? Yes, I understand it was his first game back from injury. Yes, I understand that he has something called ring rust. But you grow into games. You step up, you find ways to make it work, and you aren't always left with a question mark next to your name, right? You make a bad tackle, you step it up at the next opportunity, and you continue to grow in the game. I just feel that Joe Gomez wasn't able to grow into that role. I think he's an exceptional player coming off the bench, and when you've got 10 or 15 minutes left in the game and you need somebody to ride it out, but in crunch situations he was found lacking and quite a few times had misplaced passes. The other person that is going to get the dog box position is Mackers. Yes, I know he's got an assist for Dom's goal, but again, I find his build up play quite slow, and I think his misplaced passing is starting to become a habit. Um, he sometimes is indecisive in who he'd like to play next on the ball. And I feel that if he picks his head up a little bit earlier, scans around to see what his options are, that would make a massive difference for him as a player. So that is my review of the FA Cup tie for Liverpool versus Barnsley. Yes, we did well. We scored 4 goals. I'm glad to see the team move into a winning position. And yes, if you like the content and you have enjoyed the reviews thus far, please don't forget to give this a big like. Um, Smash the comment section. Let me know what you have to say. Subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss any of our uploads. And look out for Graph Life. Okay. Uh, Things are starting to move forward there, and we would love your interaction on our socials, especially with Graph Life, um, as to what you'd like to see. Thanks so much for watching. This is Izo telling you once again to do good, be good, and if you can't be good, just be good at it.